What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my Jets rebuild in Madden 26. This is episode 8, and I'm excited for this because it's the start of a brand new season, so I'm expecting for our team to take a humongous leap. This is what the team's looking like right now. Our defense looks pretty good besides our edge rushers. Offensive line looking fantastic, but sadly, both Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall lost their dev trades, so that's definitely something we gotta get back for them. Next season, I might try to upgrade tight end position if Mason Taylor doesn't start developing faster. But here we go. Let's hop into it with our weekly strategies here. Let's upgrade this rookie. These are always pretty simple. So first video, I'm just going to play the first game, and that'll be it. But obviously, it's still the off season, so I'll show you all of this. I'll show you the weekly strategies as always. But I will most likely just be doing the training camp off camera because I know that's a lot and that can be repetitive at times. But here we go. Super excited about this young lineman. Even if he can just increase to a 81, I think he's already a 77. So even if he just increased to 81 overall by the end of this season, that'd be fantastic because that means our O-line's basically unlocks for the rest of this rebuild. Here we go. We got gold there. That was pretty close, but definitely happy. Next up, we got our young cornerback. He will probably stay at cornerback 2 all the season, as I really like how Azrae Thomas has been performing. But I don't know. It all depends on his depth trait, really. Because if he's a superstar, I'll probably start him over Azrae Thomas. This is normally one of the main drills that I struggle at the most. This is probably the one that I find the hardest is cornerback drills. All the other ones are pretty simple. Quarterback one can be difficult at times, but to me, this is definitely the hardest one so far that I have done. But right now, we already have bronze. We're not doing too bad. Nice little tackle right there, so we'll take that. We got 40 seconds left. Yeah, so week 1, we played the Patriots. So I will definitely be playing the moments in that game because I assume the Patriots are super good, just like real life and just how, well, they weren't super good last year, but they were still a good team. I think they went 8-9 or something. Our division was strange last year. We were 6-11 or 7-10. The Patriots were 8-9 or 7-10, and the Dolphins won it. Our division at 9-8, and the Bills were 8-9. So it was strange, but hopefully that will happen again this year. But yet the Jets, our team will finish on top, and hopefully our division will be weak just like it was last year, and that would definitely make it easier for us to come on top of the division and take first place in our division. Because obviously if you win the division, you make the playoffs, and that's for sure the goal this season. Trade deadline is going to be fine. I know we have a while, but because I will probably be going all out this year. I want to make a heavy push for playoffs. I know Super Bowl might not be realistic as of now, but definitely want to make a strong push to the playoffs. So, 2 seconds left. This should be the last play. Probably will stay at bronze. Yeah, that's not going to change anything. So, not the best, but, bronze isn't awful. It could have been worse, I guess. So now we have our young linebacker doing a trench battle. Trench battle is probably the easiest one, as all I do is swim move. And hopefully that doesn't hurt me. I missed the first multiplier there. For some reason it said I didn't go over it, but all you do is swim move and go to one side, and you're basically off the block. Wish it was that easy in game, as it definitely isn't, but this is definitely the easiest drill. Okay, so there we go. A nice gold. We will obviously take that. So here is the training camp. I think I'm just going to do a couple of these on camera. So I'll do the quarterback ones for you guys. Then most likely the only ones that I'll actually show on camera will be the wide receiver and running back. As I don't want to waste your time because I know this takes a while doing. I think it's all 8 different position drills, so I don't want to have you guys win around for all of them. This drill's pretty simple. I figured out that if you don't bullet pass it, you have a better chance at hitting a bullseye. So it's pretty, like, there's a bullseye right there. But once you get back, that's where it starts to get hard, like when you get frantic. But another bullseye right there. Shoot, I ran into that. So that resets your multiplier, so that kind of stinks. But we should be able to squeak out a gold here. Still have plenty of time. Nice little bullseye. I thought I was going to be a bullseye. I thought we were lined up pretty well. Oh, my. That was scary. I don't think we're getting gold after that. I just wasted like 5 seconds running around that. Yeah, there's no way we get gold. But silver, we'll take that. I think we were like 5,000 off of gold. So it would have been nice to get gold. So here we're going with Bruce Hall for sure, because I need to get his superstar ability back. Obviously, if I can get him X Factor, that would be humongous, because Bruce Hall with the X Factor I've seen in different franchises where he's literally broken. For some reason, his jukes are just insane as soon as you get that X Factor. So that would definitely be helpful. Take the load off of Mendoza for sure would be nice. Already have bronze. This is probably one of the hardest drills in training camp, just because it now has this out of bounds. And obviously the spinning beams don't help. And it's a 2-on-2. Well, unless you want to count the quarterback, but he doesn't block for you. So you got one blocker and a running back, basically. First two linebackers. So it's definitely not the easiest. This is probably the worst one. But it's still pretty fast, so that's nice at least. It doesn't take up much time. Took my legs out from under me right there. There we go. I always just dive or hurdle over the red beams. I mean, no reason to necessarily go around them if you can just jump them, you know? Gold is probably out of reach. I think we've already been tackled about twice. But if we can get on a hot streak, we can definitely make it close. Nice move right there. Oh, okay, it gave me a touchdown. I thought I just messed up last second, but very happy they gave us that. There you go. So we have a streak of 11, multiplier of 11. So if we could keep that up, we have a shot at this for being gold. Wow, last play, we need about 10,000 for gold. If we score, we might have it. Yes. Wow. Talk about the clutch moment right there. Last touchdown to get gold. Last possible play. That's huge right there. Last one I'll show is Alec Pierce. Sad thing is, both Alec Pierce and Garrett Wilson are the same age. So with them being the same age at 27, that means that I'm going to need Chris Bell to start developing a lot, because I'm probably only going to do a total of 5. No, I'll probably just go until I win a Super Bowl in this franchise. So as long as we win a Super Bowl within the next 2 years, 2 or 3 years, we'll be fine. Which, we better. If we don't win a Super Bowl within the next 2 or 3 years, I'm going to be real frustrated. So, his team looks good. So, that's what I'm saying. That, like, we better be contending right away. Nice little touchdown there. Get us 5,000 and get us that silver. Alec Pierce is a dog in real life. He's pretty good in this game, but I don't think they give him enough credit for how physical he is. He's probably the most physical receiver that is able to still have speed and still have that deep shot ability. But Cardinals, I won't show you the result or the stats for this game just because it's preseason. So don't think you guys really care about that. Let's get into next week's weekly strategy. Yeah, so eventually, if you get your coach level all the way up to like 35, I think, you can start training 6 players a week. So that definitely helps with development. Kind of sucks that it takes so long to get there, but I think it makes sense. You can't just have it from the beginning. That would be too overpowered, because that would basically give you an opportunity to get 6 upgrades for players of your choice a week. So in a season, was that if you stay consistent, that's a little less than 20 upgrades for 6 different players. So you could literally take a player from like a 74 to like a 94 by the end of the season. I know you don't get an upgrade every time you do a weekly strategy. I get that, but I think it makes sense. I think it's even how they do it right now with you have to be such a high level until you can unlock the, what's it called? Like, I don't know, weekly strategy, like, key or whatever it's called. I don't know what they're called, like, game plan. Okay, so here is our red zone defense. I clicked the wrong drill. I normally don't like doing this drill just because for me it's a lot more difficult. We almost allowed a touchdown there. That's why I normally do like the full team coverage drills because for me it's a lot easier, a lot harder for me to give up a touchdown. That was a huge interception. That was a really monstrous play. We should track a nice PBU right there. Run the same route from earlier, just run it inside. Hard part with this is that. Hard part is when they're done their route and you have no way of predicting where they go after. So you kind of have to always stay moving, just make sure that you're ready for wherever they go next. We should be able to get silver here as we have it right now, so as long as we don't allow too many touchdowns, I think we'll be good. Probably gold is out of reach. We'll see though. As we allow 2 straight catches, not great. Hopefully we can stop him here, and that's another catch. Wow, and he breaks that tackle. Okay, so, and with silver, we'll definitely take that, but with what we started, that's a little disappointing. But no, we're definitely glad with silver. Okay, here's Trench Battle, the easiest one. So yeah, I'm super excited about this young linebacker, Bo. I think he's currently only like a 74 overall, but I think he could be a big part of this team if we can upgrade his dev trait. Because I believe he's normal dev, so that's definitely good. Get him slow development for now, but once we get him to like an 82, and like if we can get superstar on him before the age of like 24, then he'll progress so much better. He'll progress at insane rates. That's really the goal for Bo Penn. As you see, we got gold there, so that's super nice to see. We'll sim through this. Okay, here we go. So we have some nice upgrades. One on Breece Hall. Doesn't change his overall, but we'll definitely take it. I believe it's 2. Yep. There you go. So upgrade 1 for power back and receiving back. That's good to see as we're trying to increase his dev trait. 2 for Mendoza. See, will that increase his overall? Scrambler does not. I really like Mendoza's X Factor ability. I think it's like perfect throw on the run. It's so nice. But he is upgrading super well. And Alec Pierce, obviously, it's not like exactly where I want him to be right now. I want him to be closer to like that 87 range as he's already 27. But this looks like this is definitely decent at 85 overall. I made that trade for him last year. I believe I gave up a 2nd and a 3rd, maybe? Not exactly sure. Do not quote me on that. That may be way off. Okay, so play Cardinals. We did win. We're 2-0, but we played 2-0 Vikings. We go, once again, weekly strategy. Our lineman, Glover, is a little injury risk, as you see on the right side. We'll be subbing Breece Hall. Hopefully we can improve his dev trait here. Because as soon as a star player, like any player that's like a 90 overall, if they lose their ability, it's kind of hard to progress them just because you already need so much XP once you're a 90 overall to improve and to get upgrades. So you really have to have an ability once you're that high of an overall. So we got to get Breece Hall's back. But we're starting off right now just with DB coverage right now with our same rookie DB. Jeez, I predicted it. I noticed he didn't go super. He went super late, so I was about to switch over back to go. Kind of costed me there. We have bronze right now. Hopefully we can with silver. We have a couple reps remaining here. Left him wide open there as I was not ready for him to stop. Here we go. Let's see if I can predict his stop a little better. There you go. That was better. There you go. Get silver. That's nice. Looks good. Whoa. That was weird. I thought he was going to stop. it looked like his route was just meant to stop like at the end there. So that was definitely a strange one, but we will. So that's a little unfortunate, but it's all good. Get Brees Hall here. Yeah, this one's probably the easiest drill there is. Probably not easier than trench battle, but it's just like if you can go outside every rep here and not get tackled, like those are the only ones where it's kind of close, right? When it's an inside run, because if your fullback doesn't get its block, like my fullback Braylon Allen did great there getting his block, but if they don't, then you basically run into them. So you need your fullback to be very fast, or else you'll kind of hurt yourself in this drill. So having Braylon Allen as my fullback, I know he's not a true fullback, but it makes it super easy for these drills. We already have 20,000. We're only about, I believe, 30 seconds in, so this is looking good. Gold is pretty easy to get on this, so anything under gold would be a little disappointing, especially since I have Brees Hall on my team already at silver. Yeah, so I'm expecting an improvement of Brees Hall a little. I think he got a little under 1,000 yards last season, but I'm expecting like 1,200 from him this year, which I feel is definitely achievable for him. It might be hard if we can't get his death trait back, but hopefully we'll start out strong against the Patriots so that if I get a bunch of offensive moments, I'll try to rely on that run game and really just pound the run. Just to get them ready early and start them off strong with that goal of 1,200 total yards for him. Well, I mainly want 1,200 rushing yards is what I want. So, trench battle here again with I believe he's a Sam linebacker. I might be wrong. I know he's not the Mike, but this is Bo Penn right here. He talked about him earlier in the episode. He'll be good. Let me just leave it at that. He'll be good. As we get gold here again, so that's definitely nice. Almost got stuck on the corner, but very happy with that result. Okay, so we play Vikings. We did win, so we actually beat the undefeated Vikings by a lot. And, okay, so this trade right here, let me talk about this real quick. Basically, I believe I'm going to have a great year, so I'm pick swapping with the Titans, right? And then I'm going to do it again here with the Cardinals. Basically, I'm just trading for teams that I believe will have an awful year. That way I can earn a higher pick, right? Because I have their picks. Hopefully that will pay off. But the main reason I do that in any of my franchises here is because it's if I have to cut a lot of players and I can't choose who to cut. So I'm like, these are all people that I should be able to get some value out of. So it's pretty nice just being able to pick swap with players like them. Now, the only thing I'm going to try and improve is, like, find a younger edge. Maybe David Bailey here. This is about, oh my God, way off. This is about why I'm willing to give up a second and Will McDonald. Maybe Donovan Ezeraku. I really like him. Wow. Shoot, maybe I gave up a little much, but, I mean, considering David Bailey, someone who's only 2 overalls higher, and I believe they're around the same age, that was way off. I don't know how this went through right away, but I will definitely take it. I think he'll have a big impact on our team. He's at 80 overall, and he's only 23 with star dev, so super excited about that trade. What's pretty wild with that, though, is that the Commander's edge right there in David Bailey is 23 as well. So literally the only difference is the 2 overalls better than Donovan Ezeraku. So I don't know why the trade with David Bailey was in the red, but I'm just happy that Donovan is in New York. It's definitely a trade I feel good about. That will definitely help us, because last year, I believe our best sack leader was 6 sacks. So hopefully Donovan Ezeraku can get 8 or more for a season. Start out small, but because it's his first year, but 8 or more would definitely be huge, especially compared to the lack of sacks we had last year as a team. Once again, trying to get our young cornerback upgraded. He might eventually be the cornerback 1. But we have gold right now, so that is huge. Hopefully we can maintain it. I think we should be able to. Whoa! Oh, I dropped that. Bruh, if that was an interception, that would have been such a cool animation. I don't know how he dropped it. It was literally on his shoulder pads, on his stomach, and it just eventually fell to the ground. That was weird, but overall, very good drill. We will definitely take that for Jerry. Okay, now Breece Hall, once again, just trying to see. So there's, like I said earlier, if your fullback doesn't give you a block that you're expecting, then it can kind of be detrimental. But main goal for Breece Hall is definitely to get him a dev trait. I might just keep upgrading him until I get him ability, because I don't know, Breece Hall with star just sounds weird to me. So, but doing well at this drill, so definitely take where we're at as of right now. Yeah, so I'll probably play every team in my division at least once. Because I don't know, if you guys are new, I probably should have said this earlier, but you guys should have went and seen the first episode start from the beginning. But if you're new, I'll fill you in a little. Basically what I do is I play 5 play moments, 5 games, which are play moments every season. And I do get to pick, and I do get to change them depending how our record is at that time. So it can be situational. But normally I'm going to do 1 game against each division opponent, because that way I get the tie. That way I'd be tied at worst in the head-to-head record against them. If it came down to me and the Dolphins both ended up 11-6 or something. Breece Hall already at silver, which is definitely nice. And there you go, that is gold. So just 1 more rep here, and that'll finish it out. So we will definitely take that. Gold is probably the only way you can increase your dev trait. We didn't with Breece Hall there, but hopefully even if we can get enough upgrades, we can eventually get that dev trait up. And another guy right here, Bo Penn. We gotta get him a dev trait, even if it's just star as of right now. But being first year out of a draft in Madden, you're okay, progression, whether you have normal or hidden. First year, not super big difference. But then as soon as you get into the second year, if you still have a normal player in their second year and they're only a 79, they really struggle to continue to upgrade. So here we go. Week 1, we are playing the Patriots. I will be playing this game. Looks like we're on offense right here, 1st and 10. I haven't played with this team in a little while, so it might be a little rusty, but here we go. Looking at B here, that is not open. I'm just going to throw it away. Oh, that was an awful rep. Hopefully there's no more to come from that. We do not need to see more of that. But I'm going to try to get Breece Hall going in this game big time, because I want him getting 12 plus runs per game. Man, if I let Garrett Wilson get his block, I believe who that was. If I let him get his block there, that may have been a touchdown. But I'll take 9 yards. Definitely will. Gonna look shorter here. Don't want to do something stupid, so just probably check it down to A here. Mason Taylor. Mason Taylor gets so many touches that it's hard for me to even fathom that he's still a normal dev. I believe he's only a 79 right now. So we're going with the same play from earlier. We are looking at Garrett Wilson here. See if we can get him open. We might have him. Yes. If I can. Wow. Beautiful throw. Let's go, Mendoza, with a juke. That's a huge play. Probably 30-yard pass there. So that is so good to see. This is a play that I don't think I feel good about. Why are all of the routes so short? Yeah, that was botched from the start. Should have just audible, because I knew right away I was not a good play. That's on me. Just audible there. Looking at the slant here, should that Mason Taylor? Wow, pressure hit me fast. Just had to throw that one up and hope no one picked it, and luckily they didn't. Okay, well, 3rd and 10. We need a big play. don't want to be settling for a field goal this early. That would definitely not be good against a really good Patriots team. Looking at Garrett Wilson, I was going to say, if both linebackers do blitz, which they did, then he'll be wide open, and he was. We are very happy to see that. As perfect case scenario right there. Mendoza was able, or I believe offensive line does that. They were able to alert the blitzers, saw it right away, picked it up, and was able to throw it, get the release out fast to Garrett Wilson. Here we go. Okay, not what I was hoping for there, but 2 rushes, 9 yards, still good. Maybe we'll try going back to him, try to get him a touchdown here on this drive. I might have Omar Cooper here or even Alec Pierce. There he is, Alec Pierce, touchdown. Wow. He got such a big separation right there as soon as he made his cut for a dig route. Wow, we're winning 14-0. And it says they're going for a 4th down, but coach is telling us to return it. I think I'm just going to trust coach and hope they don't go for it. Yeah, they're punting. As long as it's not a fake. Okay, that was weird. I don't know why they told me that they were going for it. Move! Oh, my God. I can't believe I just did that. Guys, it may not have looked like it, but I tried so hard to get out of the way right there. I'm so mad that just happened. Okay, so we start at the 7 with 2 minutes to go. Up by 2 touchdowns still, so if we could go up 21-0, that's basically game. There we go. That's a nice run from Breece Hall with a juke inside. Wow, 2 broken tackles. That was big time. And that gets us all the way out to 34. Huge run there, I believe 28 yards or so. We are definitely taking that all day, every day. Good, go back to it, try to flip it, try to just get like 2 or 4 yards. Here you go. Once again, a nice look there, juke inside. I probably should have just went out of bounds, save some clock. But I have plenty of time. I'm already in their territory, so no reason to really worry about the clock. Looking at Garrett Wilson fast here. Yup, I have him. Wish that was thrown to more of his outside shoulder. That way it was thrown while he was still running. That way he could have caught it in stride. Here we go. Look and play action. Throwing to run. Yes, I saw he had his X factor. I'm like, let's run it, you know? Okay, I'm gonna try to run it with Breece Hall here. Hopefully we can pick up about 4. Still trying to get him a touchdown, so, man, that was not the look. Just blitzed, got him right away. Good, go back to him, though. Pitch outside here. Hopefully he can get in. You can see that I'm not in a super big hurry. I'm playing it as no huddle, but you can watch me very evidently, very obviously let the clock run. And I'm kind of taking my time, which is nice to be able to do, because I don't want to leave the Patriots with any time as they have all their timeouts left. Huge catch by Mason Taylor. Saw him open. All we needed was the catch, and he gave us one right there. So we're up 21-0. This should be game. Another offensive. Wow. The only defensive play I've done is a punt return. Wait, my defense has not needed me. That's a super good sign, because that was probably the weakest part of our team last year, especially with us getting no pressure. So hopefully we got some pressure in this game. Kicking a 60-yarder, I don't think I can make it. I know I have Brandon Aubrey, but I think I'm going to go for his coach. 60 yards, I think my user error would definitely miss that kick. Gotta be honest. So, feel confident getting this. Should be able to have Omar Cooper Jr. here, even Garrett Wilson. We'll see. Go. Nice catch. And he stays up. Alec Pierce. What a great play that was. Big boy there. It's a big boy play. Okay, might go with the dagger. Look at Mason Taylor here on a slant. Sure, I'm going to go out route. There's no one there. Yup, perfect. I was going to say, if that safety drops, which he did, beautiful. Nice first down pickup. This should be game. We have 1 quarter left. I'm going to keep playing the moments just because, well, I might as well. Let's get Breece Hall a touchdown, you know? Let's get him that touchdown. We got to get him that depth trade upgrade. There you go. That's the look. Touchdown. That's big. That's big. I know it looks like stat pattern at this point, but look. We need that for Breece Hall because we got to get him a depth trade. The Patriots turned the ball over, and now we have it in their red zone again. Man, I'd hate to be a Patriots fan paying for this game. Another touchdown. We take the lead 34-0. Could you imagine? Because Patriots are home as well. So, 40, let's just say 40,000 Patriots fans are here, and they're watching our team get blown out this bad. That's embarrassing. Just run it with Keaton. No reason or no need to put Breece Hall back in. Just don't want to risk him getting injured. Here we go. So that is game 35-0. I'll be honest, and I'll also be the first one to tell you, I was not expecting to win by that much. It's a divisional opponent. I was expecting it to be a close, tight game. Let's see. Mendoza had a huge day, 248 with 4 touchdowns. Drake Mayfield interception. Breece Hall, that's huge. 128 yards and average of 6 yards per carry. Trevion held to 3.1 average yards per carry. Mason Taylor, Garrett Wilson, Alec Pearsall had a good day. And defensively, wow, Javon Bullard with a lot of tackles. Nothing big for us on the tackles, but that means we were able to get the ball back and force a lot of 3-and-outs. Quentin Lake, 1 interception. Wow, Donovan Ezeraku, I just got the man from a trade. Donovan Ezeraku getting 2 sacks in his first game as a New York Jet. Super happy to see that. That's it for today. Hope you all have a blessed day.